get. I'm on that Brooklyn bullshit.
We starting from where we ended off at. You know what I'm saying? Things got a little crazy. You were saying you was in Greenhaven, right? You still in Greenhaven. You met Swells.
Swells.
Who helped you with your legal work. You was going to the law library and focusing on that while you was playing ball. So, you know what I'm saying? Elaborate on that.
Playing ball was my outlet. You know what I'm saying? Knew what I had to do. So, Swells, another big bro by the name of Just God. Shout out to Just. They was on me, you know what I mean? Big bro, this was a big bro. Like, listen, you got 50 years. There ain't no playing. Like, you also around people that got 2 years, so they not gonna go to the law library. They don't have to. They have a date. So they had, they put that in my head. Like you said, prioritize. I mean, you gotta prioritize because you play the ball. You know what I mean? So that was my program outside of the learning how to weld, the basic stuff they gotta do in prison.
Programming.
So, that was my program. So I programmed my brain to know that was law library, no matter what, law library. I kept about 25 slips in the cell. So that way I never have an excuse of, I ain't got a slip. Nah, law library.
How many years you got in at this time?
At this time, it's actually like the first 9 months. First 9 months.
Fresh.
And I'm thankful for the homies, for the big bros who got me early, like, don't get caught up. I mean, because you cool dude. I mean, dudes got love for you. You smooth, like nobody got no ill, like
no malice.
Yeah. So, but that don't mean dudes will take advantage of your, of your ignorance of the jail system.
And you was young.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
With 50 years, so do the play on that. Listen, then you'll start getting fed the wrong message. Yo, 50, you ain't never gonna make it home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, man.
Yeah. You feed you all that negativity. I got all the negativity.
So, crabs in the barrel. You don't.
I wouldn't say crabs in the barrel, more like kind of facing reality too. Them dudes don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't see you getting a pill and getting out. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, you got 50 years,
but
bro.
it's the vision too.
Yeah.
Because you could be.
No, it's up to his fight. I agree.
In some cases,
everybody not being negative. They just like, yo, bro.
Yeah. Now, in some cases,
you get what I'm saying?
No, I get it. From the first sentence of hearing it, it's like, oh man, it's old.
But like you just said, to a dude doing 2 years, he like, yo, you ain't never getting out, bro. You get what I'm saying?
But then, like you said, 2 lifers. 2 lifers, like you still got a chance, bro. Nah, you don't get shit, bro. Get the fuck. I got L. I'm not coming home. That's the reality. Like when you come back to them, they like, now you still got a chance. They didn't throw the L. They just,
But then on that note, there was also some lifers who was. That's why I said crabs in the barrel. You're right. I stand correct. It's not all. There's a percentage. It was more so. Not more so. It was a percentage of the crabs in the barrel. A percentage of like, damn, bro, like you said, like
trying to face reality.
I pray for you, but bro, you got 50. Like, so and those brothers that, actually in that, but it's been some brothers, bro, like who for whatever reason they didn't get their appeal. Like, I don't know, man, you ain't. You know what I'm saying? So that's and I know brothers who gonna see this, they know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? They probably been through it because. Unfortunately, whatever it is, like the individual's case, I don't know. But you've been denied appeals, you've been denied whatever. I don't know. That's like, but don't hate it or don't wish evil on the next person because you ain't, And I learned this is the power of energy. This is what I believe about universal law. I'm never gonna wish evil on nobody. I'm never gonna wish bad on you because I believe once I wish bad on you. That bad ill will is gonna come to me. You're gonna prosper. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you have that energy? So, unless I was cool, I just said, Swells got on me. Boom. Got the law. Started learning what penal codes 125 is. Subdivision 1, 2, and 3. Felony murder. Intentional murder, depraved indifference murder. And then learn the subdivisions. Learn what needs to be proven to substantiate that conviction. Felony murder, in the course of a robbery, they have to prove that you killed someone. even if you didn't intend to kill that person, they still got to find you guilty as if you did.
What you mean by that?
It's like the intent is called the transferred intent rule. The transferred intent rule is this: say like the three of us. Let's say let me say us three. We're charged with a felony murder, right? In the course of a robbery, someone was shot or stabbed. But the thing is, they were killed, right? Now, the intent was to rob. So now, all they have to do is prove that we intended to rob. That intent transfers to the homicide to substantiate the homicide for felony murder. So therefore, you're guilty of felony murder with an intent, even if you didn't intend to kill the person, because all they got to prove the intent from the underlying felony. So when I start learning that shit, I'm like, oh, they did all type of stuff to the kid. Like, you know what I mean?
So when did you start seeing light of your appeal? How long it took to get the appeal?
It took 25. It took 25 years. I put appeal in, my direct appeal. You know, everyone's afforded a direct appeal. Put that in 1997. Right? They took about almost 10 months, so it turned into 1998 when I got the decision that was affirmed. Appealed to the Court of Appeals, the process, denied entry. Now at this point, I had the federal Hague, but they had just signed a law, Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. They made an anti-terrorism law where you have a federal Hague, you have 1 year to put that Hague in. If you miss that year, you're done. Right?
So explain what the Hague is. I'm trying to understand.
The federal Hague is when your state appeal process has basically been exhausted. Okay. So now you're going to the federal government for relief to, I don't want to say govern the state, but to look over and see all the mishaps and the wrongdoings.
So they're going to go in deeper. They're going to oversee the whole situation.
Exactly.
Okay.
Basically investigate.
Yeah, they're going to investigate more.
Yeah, they're going to go into that case.
And when the feds find something like the appeal, like you have an appeal, and they find that you have a legit appeal, they will reverse the case. They can reverse the case, send it back to the state with instructions. So that's why.
So that's what happened with you?
They denied my federal Hague. So now they have what swells, bro, Just God used to show and tell me about 440s. A 440 motion is a post-conviction motion dealing with your sentence, it's an illegal sentence, and or conviction. You can combine it, you can do one or the other. 440-10 is dealing with your conviction. I mean, I have an illegal conviction, right? Which I also had. But if you combine it, it'd be what they call 440-30. Okay. Obviously 440-10, of course 440-20. 20 is dealing with your sentence. I had a legal sentence as well. You just attacking the sentence. That way the conviction is stand, but then modify the time.
Okay.
Yeah. You know? So it's like a trap.
Wow.
I will give it to you, but you're not gonna get it dismissed. Type. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Because in my case, dealing with my indictment, because I have 3 different theories of murder. Because I was telling you, I got indicted: felony murder, intentional murder, and depraved. Depraved indifference murder is when you recklessly act. Okay. It's like someone goes in the middle of New York City street and just shoots in the air. That's a reckless act. Okay. You're not even concerned who you may. You can hit anybody. So therefore, and God forbid, if you do hit someone, you'll be convicted of depraved indifference murder. Recklessness. This person was killed due to your reckless behavior. Intentional, obviously.
Yeah, you meant to do that.
Meant to do that. That was,
Yeah.
And now intent also deals with, like I said, the underlying offense, felony murder. So it's still a form of intent. So now once I'm indicted to that, now mind you, those are 3 different theories. See what I said? Those are 3 different ways of prosecuting. I was indicted under all 3, which was a faulty indictment. Remember, I told you how I got indicted. They just said, yo, you face 100 years. So, 1, for an indictment to be valid, it has to be a true bill. That means the foreperson has to sign. that they agreed on. But they also have to show evidence to substantiate the charges. So now the thing is this, what evidence did you show to substantiate this felony murder charge? What evidence did you show to substantiate intent and depraved? It can't be the same because they're different theories. Different theories mean different ways.
Different evidence.
So different ways is like you can't prove that someone intentionally did something and say recklessly did the same thing.
Yeah, because if you did it intentionally, how can you do it recklessly?
You know what I'm saying? So it's a
Yeah,
lot of
if
work.
you did it recklessly,
Like a
how do you
contradiction,
intend it?
yeah.
Yeah, it's contradiction.
It's a contradiction, but it's definitely a play on words. They're gonna play with the words.
Exactly. So you can't be legally convicted of that, but people have, which makes your what they call it, an erroneous conviction. Your conviction is erroneous, which means the jury didn't understand what the DA was actually trying to prove. Because you only could prove one way. So I was convicted of 2. So now I think, now this is what I learned from Swells and the Big Bros. They can't take one away now because I've been convicted, sentenced, I'm doing time. You can't take one away because you can't say now, 10, 15 years later, what the jury would have picked. So now a court can't determine with that. The remedy would be to dismiss the charges, and the district attorney would be given a amount of time to resubmit a new indictment, which is almost impossible after 25 years.
To even go through that, like wow.
So now what that means?
That's crazy.
I'm suing you now.
So after, all right.
So we can't let that happen.
Okay.
So what they did basically, when I put this 440-20 together, they modified my time because my age and the sentence was illegal. Modified from 50 to 25, went to the parole board. Got denied parole one time, 18 months, went back. That was January 19th, January 2019, excuse me. Right? Got hit, went back in June 2020.
So what did they cut your time to?
25 lives. 50 to 25.
Okay.
So I actually ended up doing 26 in 3 months. With one denial of the parole board.
And when did you come home from off that parole board?
September 16th, 2020. 1 year, right now. 1 year and 1 month.
Glad you home, brother.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
13 months.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah, definitely.
gotta ask you because I know it's it's other brothers coming home too. First, I want to ask you like a 2-part question. Like, how was your adjustment back into society? How they would say?
My adjustment, fairly easy compared to what I know it could be, because I'm blessed to have my family.
And to be home, to get through that,
Yeah.
through that.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying, I'm blessed.
Yeah.
And I know other brothers are blessed, but I also know some homies that's not as blessed. I mean, and it's easy to say, yo, just keep your head, just get work.
Yeah.
It's easy to say that
Yeah.
when a person may be just really by themselves coming home.
That was going to be my part 2 to your question.
So you don't want the brother to get back in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because we all it's kind of like a, not everyone, but a percentage of us is like, we family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a family, so I care about my brother. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in your situation, so I can't go and give you $1 million, or I can't give you $100,000 and put you on, but I could give you some advice. I could talk. I could be your ear. Yo, bro, I'm stressed. I know, I get it. I was there. But the thing is, you gotta just be patient because going back is not an option.
Where did you come home from?
Otisville Correctional Center.
Okay.
I was there from November 2018. Went to the parole board there, January 2019, and I came home from there in July 26, 2020.
That's what's up. What was some of your plans?
I went to the board, went to the board July, came home September 2020,
Okay.
Went to the board, and I'm sorry, I just gotta say this, the board, that's a whole nother type of mental, mind, you know what I mean?
Mind game.
I'm intrigued, homie. I ain't gonna lie, I'm
yeah,
saying
that's a whole
intrigued.
nother mind. And you know, I pat myself on the back. You know, I never want to be a narcissist or like that, but I'm cocky, but I'm confident. I know to survive that, bro, and not be all the way cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and people like, yo, son, you still look pretty young, and I said, I know I'm not this, I know I'm different.
How did Swells and you said Just God, how did they take it when you finally got your, you know what I'm saying, your time cut and you went to the board and you on your way out?
Well, Just God is home. Just God made it home.
Okay.
Just God made it home some years ago.
Okay.
Right?
So he made it home before you?
Yeah, like
Okay.
maybe like 3-4 years.
Okay.
But Swells, you know, big brothers in contact, you know, shout it out. So I get the time cut, get in the mail. First, let me say this. Before I get it in the mail, I'm on the phone with a friend of mine. Okay. And she's like, why you ain't tell me? So I'm like, what you talking about? Tell you what's happening? What's up? What you mean? You know, that's my homegirl. Like, we cool. Like, what you mean? What I ain't tell you? I'm bugging out. Like, I said, ain't nothing going on in here for me to be talking about. What you mean? What I ain't tell you? I called to hear what's going on in your
Out
world.
there,
You know what I'm saying? I live vicariously through who I speak to. I don't, man. If I tell you what I see and hear every day, listen, you know what I'm saying? Nah, you know, people getting cut, but no.
Like turn your stomach and stuff. I see. Yeah.
So we bugging. She laughed. She, nah, yo, you get me to go to the football board. So I'm like, what? What you talking about? She said, nah, you going to the board.
I think they be checking the computers too.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Because I told a few people I had some paperwork in, you know. I always optimistic.
Gotcha, yeah.
This is like the 20th time in my bed I put some paperwork in motions, and it's the same motion, it's just tweaked. It's the same, you know what I mean? It's like you just change a word, you put a word, but it's the same thing. My sentence is illegal, no matter how I put it, the sentence is illegal. My conviction is illegal. My Cody's conviction is illegal. Like, so I get it. Well, back like I said, she tell me, I'm like, she looks on the computer. I'm telling you. So I asked her to check my Cody. I said, check shot. It still said the same. It still said 45. So I said, all right. I'm like, she bugging. I'm like, she might have a little bit too much to drink after work. But I'm joking. So I call my grandmoms. Now I don't tell my grandmother that because I don't want
get a whole stuff or whatever. Yeah, I got you.
So I tell grandmoms. I asked my cousin. I said, where's little Kenny? My little cousin. She said, Kenny in that room playing that game. I said, can you give me the phone, please? She said, all right. So he told me, he said, what up? I explained to him. He said, I said, listen, check it. Don't tell grandma. Just check it. He said, why not? I said, because I don't want to tell her and it might not be what it is. I don't see it.
Through,
You know what I'm saying? Because this is talking about me going to board in like 4 months. That's a big difference. 25 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's next week to you.
That's next week.
Yeah.
So he checks it on his laptop while he on the phone with me. He like, yeah, cousin. I'm like, what? He said, yeah. Yo, your earliest release date is May 2nd, 2019. If I'd have made my board in January, I'd have been home May 2019.
Oh, that's the one where you got hit with 18 months. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, what? He said, yeah, because yeah. I said, she wasn't lying. It's on the computer. I ain't get it in the mail. So I go back. I said, yo, I call Swells. He's upstairs. Yo, Swells, yo, big bro. I said, when you get a chance, come see me, please. He said, you all right? You're right. I said, no, I'm good. You know, because you're like, yo.
Yeah, you don't want to put that in the air.
Like,
Yeah.
I said, no, I'm good.
Yeah, just holler at
I said, need to holler at you. He said, all right. So like 3-4 hours, he'll come down with this little more movement. He come down, so, he always joking. Yo, what's up, little brother? I said, yo. Explain to him, yo, this is my friend told me that my cousin checked. He was like, what, we ain't getting in the mail? I'm like, nah. He said, all right. Don't run with it. I said, all right. I had to tell you. He said, all right, don't run with it. Just wait until you get something in. Bro, that was a Wednesday, Friday. That's when he said, thank God it's Friday, right?
TGIF.
I get my legal mail. I get the legal mails from the court, open it up. Bro, that paper said, he commuted my time.
Flabbergasted now.
And I read that paper, and it said they commuted my time. All right, even to like you said, I still was like, yo, it said 25, even though that's still too much time, but that I'm right there.
Man, that's half, man. It's cut. It's no man.
Right there. So now, call Big Bro, yo, Swag. Like, what up? I said, yo, what we was talking about, I see it. He like, what? he ran down it. Like, ran down. He said, yo, let me see it. He looked. Felt it, because on that paper, it's an official stamp.
It's got that stamp. Yeah.
Like, and you feel it. You feel
the paper. It got the letters. It's in the paper.
You feel it. Swells felt that. He looked at me. He said, "Oh, boy, you good to go." I said, "What?" He said, "Yo, little bro, call your grandmother, bro. I'm telling you, yo." I gave homie a hug. I said, "Man, I love you, bro." I said, "Yo, whatever I could do to help you, man, when I get out of here, because he's still fighting. He close. He should have been home, but like a lot of brothers." So I'm like, all right. I should get emotional, because I'm like, yo, go to the board, I get hit. That kind of like, that, I ain't gonna say it deflated me, but it got me angry.
Yeah.
I'm like, because like I said, that's that parole hearing, and those who know what I'm talking about, y'all know. It's a mind game. I'm sitting there, you're doing everything well, all right, you haven't caught a ticket in this long, okay, all right, you see the growth, you see this, okay, oh, you got letters, you got a lot of letters, family, and oh, your grandmother, and you know, your brothers, you know, good they stayed by you, and you were young, oh, you're 17, and they got to put it on the record for those little, you know, for those who see this, and y'all got little family members, brothers, sons. When you're 17 and when you go to the parole board and you was convicted at 17, arrested and convicted at 17, they must put on the record that they got to take into account your age. That's the law now. We have to take into account that you were 17, that your brain was not fully developed. It wasn't doing. Now it's the law.
Okay.
So that's for the people. So y'all know. I mean, for those who got to go to the board after whatever years, y'all was 17, they must say that.
So what? Let's fast forward a little. That next board that you get to.
Oh, the next board.
The one. I mean, your
right.
release. How did that go? And then, like I said, your release and all that.
I get to that, right?
Because you home now, so I want to get to that. You know.
That. All right. It was. I initially being angry. I got over that. Thought boom, got back on track. I said when I got to like 60 days, I went in July, but like May, I started not getting nervous, but excited. You know what I'm saying? Like
again for that next board.
I'm excited because now I'm like, I don't even see getting hit now. You know what I mean? Like I said, from the initial disappointment, dealt with it. I'm a man, I dealt with it now. I'm not the young kid to act up when I get what I want, when I want it. Boom, I see it. Now I'm excited. Working out a little more, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting my letters together. I'm going to programs, help, parole help programs, they help brothers with the board. I still go to that. But I don't think I need it, but I still go. Showtime that day, the night before, I'm up. My man, Muslim brother, was like, "Yo, little brother, you didn't get no sleep?" It's like 12, I'm just laying there. Got my headphone, got one headphone on, one off. Because I always try to, listen.
Listen for
things.
Yeah.
So, just laying there, just looking at the ceiling, just laying there, music playing. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I felt like how I would feel before I went to play ball. It wasn't like I'm not gonna lose. I'm not gonna lose. I wasn't nervous. The first time I was nervous. Now I wasn't nervous. Now I'm more like, I'm getting game ready. Like how I used to play ball, that's laying in my mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got this. I will not lose. How Jay said it, I will not lose ever again. I started putting that in my brain. I get to the board. Got 2 commissioners, black female, black gentleman. So we talking. They say, oh, looking at everything, looking at my previous board, working outside clearance. I've been outside clearance. I've been able to come outside the facility now for 18 months. So I'm preparing for society, right? Okay. After about, I don't even want to say 10, after about 5 minutes, they walk me through the hearing. It's like they literally grabbed my hand and walked me through.
Yeah.
It was on me to mess that up. They was like, "Oh, what are you gonna do when you get home?" Blah blah blah. Okay. Oh, so we see when you get out, you're gonna live with your grandma. Like little things they were saying. Like, make sure you take
kind of subliminals.
Yeah.
Throwing you subs a little bit.
Yeah. Make sure you take care of your grandma. Beautiful better she wrote for you. So I'm saying, yeah, she took care of me all my life. Even now, when she doesn't have to. I'm a man now. Like no one has to.
Shout out grandma.
That's great.
Shout out grandma.
Number one girl.
Shout out
That's grandma. That's what grandmas do. That's what they do, man. It's in their DNA. That's they gonna do that forever.
Right. So there's like little, like I said, little subs. Boom.
So how long after that board did you get out?
I was in turmoil now. Now I'm like, all right, I gotta get my stuff.
No. When you get the results
Yeah,
of
that's what I'm
that
saying.
board, that's what we need to go to.
That was 9 days. 9 days. I'm like, yo, I did my thing. I didn't mess up. I ain't say it wrong. I came across as a man now. I learned, took responsibility, understand where I went wrong, understand what caused me to do certain things, the trauma I went to, how I didn't know how to speak about certain things. I expressed all that to him, right? But now I'm like, where's the decision? Like, let's go. Like every day.
Let me get my decision.
Can I ask you this? Do you think you handled that first initial time, the board? Do you think you handled the board when you went in front of them the right way, or they just was not trying to let you out just yet?
Well, I believe I handled it not the way I handled the second one.
Okay.
Definitely with experience.
Okay.
But I believe for a rookie at that,
Got you.
I did my thing.
All right.
Because
I think they already had the decision when you go there. Before you even go, they already had the
That's why I
decision.
asked that. That's why I asked that. Like, no matter how you went in there, you could have went in there with
no matter how you go.
and control, and
They
you
already
really
know.
do got a plan when you get out. But they was like, I'm not letting you out no matter what.
Yeah, exactly. They already know.
like you know what?
And a lot of times that first one you get hit.
Yeah.
That first one.
Brothers was telling me, right? Homies was telling me, yo, I was mad. I was like, yo, why the hell? I even had my brain for a minute, for a minute, a good week, my brain was like, yo, they never gonna let me out. They mad because I gave time back, so they gonna hit me for 25 years? So now my man Powerful was like, yo, bro, listen, don't even put that in the unit, don't even put that in your brain. Don't think that into existence. You getting out, bro. But think about it. I'm like,
This the second board.
Yo, this is right before second board.
Okay, and he's telling you that.
Yeah, because like the answer, because of the question, like how I handled it, I was mad. But then, like talking to grandma, foundation, talking to homies, they was like, yo, they've been through it. Like, yo, listen, little bro, you good. They already knew what they was going to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You handled yourself good.
Yeah.
You definitely could get better with handling yourself. You articulated yourself well. You spoke well. Your mannerism was well. You know, they on the record, because you get your transcripts from the hearing. On the record, they commended you. You know, you charming. Nice. Grew into a man. So they already knew. Now it's a test, and this is from unfortunately brothers who've been through it. Because now, all right. They say that you've grown, they see that you're mature, right? If you're a mature man and you're not the immature kid that came to prison, right? You know how to handle disappointment then. So now hold that. Let's see how you, as a man,
Yeah.
handle disappointment. Because and keep it pushing. That's what us as mature people do.
Facts.
Think about now. Okay, how I'm gonna get through this now? All right, the first way I did it this way, so I might have to tweak some things. So that's what I believe. The next one, once I realized what they was doing in my second hearing, that they actually walked me through it. I said, "Ain't no, it was on."
And then you said that 9th day you got your results.
Yeah, right. So I get there, back up before I get the results. I see my counselor, real nice lady, Miss Ramondo. Shout out to Miss Ramondo. She retired too. She told me, right? But I didn't listen because I'm still like, I want to get that. I gotta. She was like, relax, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be. I can say it now because she's no longer working. So
Okay.
she kind of like, she didn't just say, yo, you know, she was like, you're gonna be fine.
She can't just say,
she
can't tell you too much.
You're gonna be fine.
Detail.
I called, I said, Miss, I said, I need to talk to you. She said, you okay? I said, no, boy. I was just like, it's all right. That's why I said she's a good counselor, because when she wasn't busy, she talked to you.
Yeah.
She
play that game.
You know what I'm saying? She listened to you. So I'm telling you, I don't know. I mean, it looked good. She like, you're fine. She said, listen, your birthday is November. You're gonna have a great birthday. Trust you have a great birthday. See your family, got a great birthday.
She threw you the
Right, she
stuff.
threw the stuff, right?
Yeah.
So me not being Jerry Rice, I dropped. I'm like, but Miss, yo.
She's like, I'm not trying to hear that. I'm trying to hear it straight. You're leaving. I'm trying to hear that. She's like, what you hear? I'm hearing them subs.
Right, so I get it. I get the decision. Right, I get it. I just start. I cried. It's over. For times where, even where I stayed strong, it was like a little piece of me at times. It was like, yo, shit, like, yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying, like 3 years of getting my emotions denied. I'm like, yo, just a little pump, like, yo. But I wouldn't never let that overtake that I'm getting out. But it's just like a little piece of reality. Reality is like, yo, these people really denying my paperwork. Which is kind of like saying, like, yo, you gonna be here.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm like, nah. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm working, and I'm not even putting that into the universe. I'm not even thinking that as a man thinking. You know what I'm saying?
How long is your release date though from the day you get your results? How long you gotta?
July. I went to the board July. Got my results August. About 34, 35 days.
Okay, so you're getting released in 35 days, all right? Now you're preparing for the outside. What do you want to do when you get out? And how does that coexist with what you're doing now?
What I wanted to do.
How did things come together?
What I wanted to do, thinking, because I was part of a youth assistant program. Yeah.
Inside?
Okay. And I seen how some of the youth had, I don't want to say flocked to me, but they dug me. They got a change. I could see speaking to them. They was enlightened. They was excited about some of the things that I shared with them. That I shared with with the people here. Played sports, had friends, good friends, and I guess the society wants to say bad friends, but they was all good people to me. So I used to see they all ask for advice and what do you think? And it was a reoccurring program, so the kids would come and like every so often. So God built a little rapport with them, so they'd know me. Like, oh, so how you doing, Dre? What's going on? And I used to see like, damn, make a little change. Like one kid was like, I want to do this now. I want to do that. I want to do this. Yo, can you show me? Or all right. And dudes told me, bro, you came to jail young. They relate to you. When you tell them that you play sports and that you...
Because that's what they do. They into that.
Right? That you end up going to prison. And how you went to prison. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it'll make... Even if you don't get everybody, somebody gonna be like, you know what? Let me just stop. Even if I'm not doing something, let me stop hanging around that crowd.
So basically, you get the results. You on your way out, you know what I'm saying? You talking to the kids that's coming through.
Yeah, this youth assistance program, youth assistance program that they had in Otisville, where we mentor, also listen to the kids, because one thing I learned from being a young person, I didn't like people just talking at me. Even though we're supposed to listen to our elders, but it's still, we are at this time where I could think, even though we're young, so no one really wanted to listen to the youth. Remember, there was a time where you do as I say, just do it.
Yeah.
So once I started relating to the young youth, because like I said, I was 17, I used to tell them my story, and they felt comfortable with talking to me, with sharing, with things that they told me that they parents don't know, that I still, no one else knows. I told them I kept my word, I would never tell no one these things that,
they secrets, they stuff. Right. I got it.
And what I would do, I would speak to them and try to come up with different ways to stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do it, but you could do this, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the key was making them feel comfortable within themselves. Because when you're not comfortable with yourself, you're easily manipulated.
Yeah,
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Led astray.
You're looking for acceptance from anywhere. I fell into that. Like I said, once my grandfather died. So now I get released. Right? People, the homies, congratulations.
Happy.
We're happy.
Yeah.
Just to clarify one more time, tell them how much time you gave these people.
Gave these people 26 years and 3 months.
For a crime did not commit.
17 years old. Since the 50 years. Crazy. May 5th, 1994, always until September 16th, 2020. Crazy.
So basically a year. You've been home a year.
Yep, a year. 1 year today since we're doing this interview, bro.
And
a year in a few weeks, but a year.
What you been doing since you've been home?
So I've been home. Like I said, I work with Guns Down Life Up, based in Lincoln Hospital. Great organization. James Dobbins, good brother, director of the organization. Hired me. We have a mutual friend who told James about me, told me about James, and said my story. Listen, my bro Dre played ball, 17, had 50 years. He can speak to the youth. They relate to him, especially.
So you connected the person that connected you.
Yes.
They was inside, or when you got out, that person connected you?
No. It was when I got out.
Okay.
My boy Prince Matt from Queens. We're not the same, baby. Black love. That's my guy. That's my boy. Prince linked us, me and James. That was last October, right? So, we met. He does a lot of outreach work, for the community, mentorship to the youth. Right there, his job, Guns Down Life Up. We attract all gunshots, assaults, and stab wounds. When victims come through the emergency room, we have to attend to them. We have to help them with, possibly if they need to be moved, any type of social services. So it's a lot they do, a lot we do here. So,
what's their website for anybody that want to get involved with that?
Oh, it's just www.gunsdownlifeup. They got the Guns Down Life Up Instagram. You can go. You have James Jimbo 569 Instagram, Guns Down Life Up. Facebook, my Facebook page also got pictures where we mentor with the youth and so forth. We work with French Montana. James has, we work with he had Mano speak to a youth who had got shot 9 times. And his favorite rapper is Mano. So,
That's cool.
Mano got on Zoom, spoke to the little brother. You know what I mean? So, had Jada Kiss come through. Kiss, shout out to Kiss. He come through the office. So, James got a lot of,
Yeah, he's connected.
Yeah.
So you've been involved with that since you've been home?
Yes.
So it's safe to say you've been involved with that for a year?
Yeah, for 1 year. So in that year, I also started my own nonprofit, Freedom Elite Sports Academy, where I train youth basketball, obviously, but more importantly, life skills and how you correlate life and sports, right? And some people may say, how you do that, right? Think about this. I'm a point guard, basketball player, right? I have to play under control. I have to play basketball under control. I have to play basketball with discipline. I have to play, even if it's not basketball, for all football players, it go with any sport.
Any sport.
It's a mindset.
Yeah.
I'm using basketball because that's mine. That's what
if you play, what's that, lacrosse?
Yeah. I have to be disciplined. I have to be organized.
Yeah.
Right? I have to have foresight. Right? I have to adjust.
Yeah. Every team is not the same, or every situation is not the same.
So I have to adjust, right? And I have to have patience. Because if I don't, while I'm playing this sport, I turn the ball over, right? Lose the game. I could possibly get injured because I'm not playing the correct way. The consequences is only losing the game. So what happens? I go back to the drawing board. I know, all right, I'm moving too fast here. Let me slow down. Okay? Now let's say the same mindset with life. I'm more reckless, undisciplined, no focus, don't have foresight, right? But the consequences are greater.
Yeah.
It's death in jail.
It could be deadly, yeah.
It ain't going back to home and figure out that I got to pass the ball a little more.
Yeah.
Consequences by living that way, real life, the way I explained how you play the game, undisciplined, unorganized, living that way would cause life or death.
I got a few questions, right? Who are some of the people that help you transition from your release to now and, making that transition?
Number one, my grandmama, my mama, Dre Patterson. I love you, mama. My mom, my grandmother, my Aunt Catherine. Love you, Aunt Catherine. My girl, Melissa Ford. Got back with my girl. Love you. A friend of mine, Duval, L.I. All right. But as far as homies, the number one, I mean, they all help me, don't get me wrong. But my man Jay, B.I., Jay Smith, shout out, big bro. That's the homie, man. Put me in position. He made me with his people. Got an EIN number for my for-profit. It's called Unlimited Success Enterprises, right? Showed me how to orchestrate a business, right? Because he has his own business. From there, like I said, I started my own nonprofit. So I have a for-profit, it's called Unlimited Success, where I'm starting socks. Check my Instagram, I started a little socks business. Just beginning, it's still in the infancy stages, right? But also, I'm about to form a speakers bureau. Okay. Where, see what we're doing now, I'm gonna go around and speak. I wanna go around and speak. This is beautiful right here. I thank you. I thank y'all for giving me the opportunity.
We thank you, bro.
We thank you. We appreciate
same
coming
thing.
through. So, we always said we wanted to do this. This is where it's at. Young black entrepreneurs, people that actually got a story and actually got a story to tell that kids don't, stay away from these jails. Be better than jails. Jails is like the worst. That's the least place you want to be out of all the places in the world. You know what I mean? Got time, energy, youth, life, don't waste it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So like I said, I want to start a speakers bureau through my for-profit. Obviously, my nonprofit. It's my business card here. Freedom Elite Sports Academy. So I'm working on having my nonprofit become a vendor for the Department of Education now, where I'll be after school programs, where I can have more of this after school for the kids.
And any way we can help, bro, you already know.
I appreciate that. This is how this helps. I'm promoting, and letting the kids know that I want y'all to listen, man. I mean, we gonna listen to y'all, but they got some things behind that wall that I don't want them young people to see.
I mean, it may be like a silly question to most, but I want to ask, how do you feel being home for a year now, man?
I'm blessed. Blessed. God is good, man. Blessed.
All the time.
It's still kind of surreal, right? It's still sometimes I still, like even right now, places that I've been most of my life. Like I go downtown Brooklyn, the juniors. Been the juniors millions of times, right? My aunt had, like I said, my aunt used to go to church right down on the Delphi. She come right down to juniors. Corned beef, you know, corned beef, cheesecake. But like, I've been there like forever. Like, you know, I'm not New York cousin, so I go to juniors now. I'm like, oh, snap, juniors, like. You know what I'm saying?
Just to be here.
Yeah.
I'm happy you here. I'm happy we here. You
so take so much.
I'm happy. Look. That's silly. Look, I'm happy you able to get your story out, you know what I'm saying? And we got your story out to the people, and now they understand more about Dre Patterson and, you know what I'm saying, the organizations that you're into and how they can contact you, you know what I'm saying, and get people that want to get involved, or even the youth that want to reach out and get some help.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because check this out.
I'm happy that we're able to give you this platform and be able to do that.
They don't care about our age. I'm telling you from experience. I was 17 and was given 50 years of life. My bro was 17, was given 45 years of life. And we was 17. And I can go on and on. There was other brothers that was with us. You know, it was 16, 20 to life. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to my boy Rel, man. FG 4 Green. Brother Rel. That's my guy. It's my bro. We used to play ball together and against each other. He was one of the few of my like nemesis. That's my bro. That's my bro.
But on the court, we
He shared the same no fear that I had. That's why we was like, all right, this is lit, like, right? But he was, he was a youth. You know what I'm saying? Like talent, and there's just so many. Like, that's what we gotta get to the youth now, because when I look at the news and I see and read the newspaper that the shootings of these little babies, 13 years old, 15 years old, bro, you're not getting a chance to live, obviously death, but for the youth who didn't get shot, who's doing the shooting, they got something for y'all, man. I'm serious, and we could, like, bro, they ain't got no problem looking at this young kid saying 100 years. Right? You just telling a 16-year-old 100 years, so you telling him at 116, he's going to be impossible to come home.
Yeah. And he ain't going to see that.
Yeah, you're not even going to see that. Yeah, it's not even meant for you to deal with.
It's a strategy, I believe, because once you tell somebody some astronomical numbers, something that you can't see, right? I think it's a plan of his brain is going to just go crazy. Then he's going to start acting out worse.
Yeah, I think so. I think
because now he's going to have
care in it.
I don't give a F.
Yeah, I don't care. What is there to care about? I got life.
And that's scary, because when I was a kid, I used to say that. I didn't give a F. And I know friends who used to say it. But we have to care. And there's nothing wrong. And this is for the youth. Listen, for the youngest, man, there's nothing wrong with having a little fear. That don't mean you a punk. That don't mean that you know, the other words that don't mean none of that. Having a little fear only means that you are scared of the consequences, not of what you're going to do, because you know you. You know what you can do.
That's what I fear too.
You fear the consequences.
I know I can do it.
A little bit of fear keep you on your toes.
Yeah.
Like are you just going to walk into the snake pit?
Exactly.
I'm scared of these snakes, so I don't want to get hit, so I'm gonna be fearful of what they could. You know what I mean?
Sometimes, you know what's crazy? Because fearless walks on the borderline of stupidity too.
Yeah,
it does. It walks on the borderline.
It's a
thin line between fearless and stupidity.
Like, you don't got no fear. Although you don't, you know what that can do to you, right?
It's a thin line.
It's kind of like standing in front of a train. Oh, so you think because you're not scared of this train, they're not gonna run your stupid ass over? Oh, that's what you think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm gonna give you this, Dre. We're glad to have you here. You know what I'm saying? You got your story out. Is there anything you want to say to the people? You know what I'm saying? Before we cut this, because you definitely touched on a lot of things, and this is something that the youth can get, you know what I mean? Something from, and even the bros that went through things similar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your story is definitely unique, and I was intrigued to hear it, and I'm glad we got it out, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you for the opportunity, like I said, for this platform. I just want to say To my family, I love y'all. To my friends, love you. To my big sis Nikki, love you. My bro Tighty, grand family. To my bro Money, T Rice, Brownsville, still in Greenhaven, man. We fighting to get you home, big bro. I love you. Getting to the bro Swells, man,
yeah,
big bro.
His story too.
We fighting to get you home, bro.
Yep.
D Nasty, Derek. I mean, there's so many comrades, so many homies. It's like, I mean, to my boy Rab, shout it out, Prince. My boy, I gotta show my BX family love. My man Gilly, this is my bro Gilly. Real quick before we end, Gilly, my man Gilly showed me how really to do this work when I came home on this side. Like he working guns.
Because that's what it's about now.
Yeah.
That's what you hear now. Yeah.
My man
Yeah,
Gilly,
you hear now, bro.
BX love, man. My man Gilly and Ock. And it's with that, bro. For the youth, man, listen, we here. Don't be, it don't gotta be me per se, but it could be any other elder in your neighborhood. And even for the elders, man, don't be scared to pull the youth up and talk to them.
Facts.
We gotta talk to them. Don't be scared of the grill. Because remember, we was 16. We did the same thing, didn't we? So when you scared, how you scared of you? You know what I mean? I had the face grill. You had the grill, right? So I'm 44 now. I'm looking at a 16-year-old that grilled now. I show you 16. So, wow. 30 years ago, I was grilling. So why am I scared of me? Your little brother, talk to me.
No doubt.
Make him feel a little comfortable to talk to you. Because you can save his life. Because they're gonna give him 100 years if he's the one that's gonna be living. Hopefully he's neither one. But if he's the one dying, unfortunately gotta be buried. But he's the one living, they're gonna give him 100 years. With no blink. F you, your mama, your family.
Yeah, don't care about none
Don't
of
care
that.
about none of that.
Yep.
This is real, man. This is real talk, bro.
No doubt.
Kids need to hear this, little brother. Like busting your gun, that's whack.
Yep.
That's whack. Living correct and staying out of prison because it's a business. They make 55. Maybe I'm wrong. I say 55. That was it a few years ago. They make 55 grand per person in there. So you think they trying to let you out when they get you in there? And what people don't know, it's another lesson. I'm pretty sure people do, but some people don't. The 13th Amendment allows us to be slaves once you're incarcerated.
Yeah.
All your rights are taken.
Right?
You have no rights.
You have no rights,
You have no rights.
So therefore,
you're
but
legally a slave.
But guess who's the slaves? The people that were slaves before, they're trying to make us slaves again.
Once again.
Exactly.
Strategically now.
Yeah, like you said, that's an amendment.
It's a 13th Amendment, so guess who's getting 100 years?
Yeah.
Like I said, I was with a white kid who was our age, homicide. He didn't go to jail for 50 years. They said they're going to send him to get evaluated because he's been traumatized because he's only 15 years old, 16.
Ain't that?
So, but I'm going to be the slave though.
Yeah, because it's meant for you to be the slave.
You know what I'm saying?
This, look. That skin tone.
Yeah.
It's meant for us to be the
Makes a
slaves.
big difference.
Yeah.
It makes a big difference.
So, this is like the little bros, man.
Yeah.
Please, man.
Yep.
We gotta do better.
Yeah, I think we can end on that note, man.
Yes, I do better.
Word, son.
Y'all go check out Freedom Elite Sports Academy Inc. Dre Patterson, CEO. Go check that out. These kids, they need saving. They need mentors. They need positive figures to look up to because we need a change out here. Things has got to change. We out here dropping like flies.
Yep.
We got to look at each other. That's your brother. That's your sister, and nothing other than that.
Yep.
Listen, I want to make a toast before we go, real quick. I need it on cam. Real toast.
Right.
Your birthday just passed. Your birthday is coming up.
Nice.
Yo, we toasting to life. We toasting, I know his brother's doing life, but we toasting to a different life because we got to change life. The whole key word is life. We living, we got to move towards something positive, and that's the toast right there. Peace. What's good, Cuzo? We love y'all.
Stay tuned, too.
As good as it get, I'm on that Brooklyn Boogie.